Hi everyone, welcome to MyMax Academy. We'll continue with the chapter determinants, which is your fourth chapter from 12th standard CBSE mathematics. We'll start with the next section, which is solution of system of linear equations using inverse of a matrix. So we will be able to find the solution of system of linear equations in n variables. Here specifically we do with 2 or 3 variables. We'll find the solution using inverse of a matrix. Suppose if we have, let's consider the system of equations. Suppose it is like this: a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1, a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. So this is the system of equation which we have. So we have 3 linear equations in 3 variables. The variables are x, y and z. We have 3 equations and 3 variables, and we need to find the value of x, y and z. Now this system of equations, we can also represent this in the form of matrix. Suppose if we take our A matrix as, or we can write this as, suppose if I take like this. Suppose if I write this as a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2, a3 b3 c3, then x y z equal to d1 d2 d3. Suppose the given set of equation can be represented in this form. So which means when you multiply these two matrices, so a1x plus b1y plus c1 z equal to d1. Similarly, a2x plus b2y plus c2. If you multiply these two, you will get this. This matrix will be equal to d1, d2, d3. So similarly, a3x plus b3y plus c3z will be equal to d3. Which means the given set of equations, we can represent it in the form of a matrix equation like this. Suppose if you multiply, what I was telling is, if you multiply these two, so you will get a1x plus b1 into y, b1y plus c1z. That's what this matrix. So this is a 3 cross 3 matrix. This is a 3 cross 1 matrix. The resultant will be a 3 cross 1 matrix. This is also 3 cross 1 matrix. Similarly, this into this. So a2x plus b2y plus c2z. Then this will be a3x plus b3y plus c3z. That will be equal to d1, d2, d3. Now if you multiply these two matrices, you'll get this matrix. Now if you compare, a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1, which is this. So this element should be equal to d2, which is this, and the third element should be equal to d3, which is this. So the same set of equations, we are writing it in the form of a matrix equation. Suppose if I call this matrix as A. Suppose if I take this matrix as A, which has the coefficient of the variables in the equation, so which is a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. And if I call this matrix as X, so if X matrix is capital X is X, Y is Z, X, Y and Z, then if I call the right hand side matrix D1, D2, D3 as B matrix. If I take this as A, this as capital X, this is capital B, then this will become like AX equal to B. Ax equal to b. It will become a matrix equation where A matrix into X matrix is equal to B matrix, where A matrix is this, B matrix, X matrix is this, B matrix is this. A into X equal to B. So this is written in this form. Now here, if you want to solve and find the value of, if you find the matrix X, capital X, which is X, Y, Z, then we will be able to find the value of the variables X, Y, Z, small x, y, z. So using this matrix equation, we can find the value of the matrix X provided A inverse exists. Suppose, so what is the condition for A inverse to exist? A should be a non-singular matrix, which means determinant of A should not be equal to 0. So first case is, so case 1. Case 1 is if A is a non-singular matrix. If A is a non-singular matrix. What is the meaning of non-singular matrix? Determinant of A is not equal to 0. That is the meaning of this. A is a non-singular matrix means determinant of A is not equal to 0. If determinant of A is not equal to 0, then we can find A inverse. Then A inverse exists. Because A is a non-singular matrix, which means determinant of A is not equal to 0. The moment determinant of A is not equal to 0, we can find A inverse. So A inverse exists. Then we will multiply this equation. So pre-multiply by A inverse on both sides. So when we pre-multiply by A inverse on both sides, then this will become A inverse AX. This equation I am going to multiply, pre-multiply by A inverse. So A inverse into A into X, then I have to put equal to A inverse X equal to A inverse B. I am putting A inverse on both sides. That is pre-multiplying, because matrix multiplication is not commutative. So we have to define whether you are doing a pre-multiplication or post-multiplication. So pre-multiplying by A inverse on both sides, then this is associative. A inverse into A will become I into X equal to A inverse into B. I into X is X matrix will be equal to A inverse B. Now we can find the matrix X. If you find the inverse of the matrix A, which is this matrix, and the inverse exists because determinant of A is not equal to 0, that is A is a non-singular matrix. So once you find the determinant of A, then multiply the determinant of, once you find the inverse of A, multiply the inverse of A with B matrix, you will get another matrix, and that will be your capital X matrix, and that will give you the value of X, Y, Z. So this is the case 1 where your determinant of A is not equal to 0. Suppose if determinant of A is 0, case 2, if A is a singular matrix, which means determinant of A equal to 0, then what we have to do is we have to find the edge of A into B matrix. We have to find the edge of A matrix, and we have to multiply that matrix with the B matrix, and then edge of A into B. Suppose if this is not equal to 0, then we will say, okay, if A inverse equal to A, if X is equal to A inverse B, in this case it will have unique solution. Unique solution. The system of equations have unique solution, and it is also called as consistent. We call the system of equation as consistent, but suppose if edge of A into B is not equal to 0, this case is called as no solution case. The solution does not exist, no solution. In this case, we call them as inconsistent. The system of equation is called as inconsistent. Then suppose third case. Case 3 is, suppose if determinant of A is 0 and your edge of A, here determinant of A is 0 and edge of A into B is not equal to 0. And case 3 is determinant of A is 0 and edge of A into B, suppose if it is equal to 0, then it can either have, then it has to either, it will have infinitely many solutions, in that case it is called as consistent, or it will have no solution, which means inconsistent. Right, so in this case we will not be able to say, it will not have a unique solution, but either it will have infinitely many solution or no solution, which means it may be consistent or inconsistent. So we cannot firmly say that what it is. So case 1 where inverse exists, which means determinant of A not equal to 0 means unique solution, consistent. If determinant of A is equal to 0, then we have to check what is edge of A into B. Adjoint of A matrix into B, if that is not equal to 0 matrix, then it is no solution and it is called as inconsistent. This is system of equation is called as inconsistent, which means no solution. Third case is if edge of A into B is equal to 0, determinant of A is 0 and edge of A equal to B is also 0. Edge of A multiplied by B matrix is also 0 matrix. Then in that case, either it may have infinitely many solution or no solution. So we will not be able to say whether it is consistent or inconsistent. It may be consistent or it may be inconsistent. Right? But mostly in your chapter, we will not get into these two scenarios. You will mostly get into a scenario where you will be finding a solution, unique solution case is what we will, whenever there is a problem to solve and find XYZ, it will be only unique case will be there for your syllabus. So no solution and infinitely many solutions are not part of your syllabus. But we need to know this, in which case it becomes, because they may ask you whether consistent or inconsistent. You should know the condition for consistent and inconsistent. Fine. So now let's solve example 27. Sorry, example 27. So all of you can pause the video, take the notes. I'm going to example 27. So example EG 27. EG means example 27 is, we have to solve the equation which is 2x plus 5y equal to 1. So 2x plus 5y equal to 1. 3x plus 2y equal to 7. Now we need to solve this using inverse of a matrix concept. We had studied other methods like elimination method, substitution method, cross multiplication method, graphical method, on all that in your earlier classes. In your class 10th you would have studied this. For solving linear equations in two variables, we had 4 methods, right, which you studied in your 10th standard, but we can't apply those methods. We have to solve this and find the value of x and y using inverse of a matrix. The first thing is, we have to write this matrix A, we have to find. So solution is, let's find matrix A. Matrix A is the matrix found by the coefficients of, so 2, then this 5, this is A1, B1, A2, this is B2. And your X matrix is, probably I can write it here. So your X matrix is small x, small y, the variables, colon, your B matrix will be equal to the numbers 1 and 7, D1, D2. Now, so the given equation has become AX equal to B form. So your X will be equal to A inverse B. Right? Okay, X is equal to AB. We'll write X is equal to A inverse B only if the inverse exists. Now let's try to see whether which case it falls under. So for that, first we should find determinant of A. What is determinant of A? Determinant is 2 2s are 4 minus 3 5s are 15. That is equal to minus 11, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, A inverse exists and unique solution. Right? A inverse exists, so it has unique solution. And also we can call this as consistent. The set of equation is consistent. So it has unique solution. So we can proceed and find. Now let's to find A inverse. What is the formula for A inverse? It is 1 by determinant of A into adj of A. Now let's find what is adj of A. So our adj of A is, we can find using the short form where we can swap these two diagonal elements, principal diagonal we call it. So 2 will go here, 2 will go here, it will become 2, 2. We will swap the diagonal elements, and the non-diagonal elements, we will keep them as it is, but we will change the sign. So this will become minus 5, it will become minus 3. So this is your adj of A. Now what is A inverse? A inverse is 1 by determinant of A. 1 by determinant of A is 1 by 11 minus 11 into 2 minus 5 minus 3, 2. Now we have found A inverse. We have found A inverse. Now we should find X. X is what? Now AX equal to B. Right? So we have this AX equal to B. So then your X will become A inverse B. If you pre-multiply by A inverse, your X will become A inverse B. So what is that? So that is equal to X equal to A inverse. A inverse is 1 by 11 of A inverse is 2 minus 5 minus 3, 2 multiplied with the B matrix. B is 1 7. B is 1 7. So that is equal to 1 by 11 of, multiply 2 1s are 2, minus 5 into 7 is minus 35. Then minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 plus 14. So we'll get this is minus 1 by 11. Equal to 1 by minus 11 of minus 33 and 11. So if you divide each element by minus 11, you will get 3 and minus 1. You get 3 and minus 1. So that is your X matrix. Your X matrix is this. So which means our X matrix is what? X matrix is XY equal to 3 minus 1. Because our X matrix is X comma Y. So therefore X is equal to 3 and Y is equal to minus 1. That is the solution. If you substitute X equal to 3 and Y equal to minus 1, it will satisfy this equation. So this is how we solve the system of equation using inverse of a matrix. Right? So all of you can pause the video, take the notes. I'll go to the next problem. Fine. So 28th example. I'm erasing this. So example 28. So example 28 is solve the system of equation by matrix method. So the given equations are 3x minus 2y plus 3z equal to 8, 2x plus y minus z equal to 1, 4x minus 3y plus 2z equal to 4. Fine. So we will have to solve this and we have to find the value of x, y and z. Fine. So again we will write this. So solution is, let's write the A matrix. So what is A matrix? A matrix is all the coefficients. So 3 minus 2, 3, 2, 1 minus 1, 2, 1 minus 1, 4 minus 3, 2. That is your A matrix. And your X matrix is X. Your X matrix is equal to X, Y is Z. And your B matrix is equal to 8, 1, 4. 8, 1, 4. Fine. So now so this set of equation has become like Ax equal to B. Right. The first step is we should make sure that it has unique solution or inverse exist. So which means we should find determinant of A. What is determinant of A? Determinant of A is, if you find the determinant of this, that is 3 into, right? Or I can write, yeah. So 3 into, so this will be closed, this will be closed. 1 into 2 is 2, minus 3 into minus 1 is 3. Right? Then minus of minus, so plus 2 into, this will get closed, this will close. This will be closed, this will be closed. So 2 2s are 4 plus 4. This will be closed, this will be closed. 2 2s are 4, minus 4 into minus 1 is minus 4, minus of minus is plus 4. Then plus 3 into, this 3 into, close these two. 2 3s are minus 6, minus 4. Right, so you get minus 3, minus 1 into 3, minus 3, 4 plus 4, 8 2s are 16. Then this is minus 10, minus 30. So you get 33 is 70. So the determinant of A is 17. Right, minus 17. Right, determinant of A is minus 17, which is not equal to 0. Which is not equal to 0. Therefore, it has unique solution. It has unique solution. Which means that is A inverse exists. Because determinant of A is not equal to 0. Excuse me. Sorry. So determinant of A is not equal to 0. So it has unique solution. This set of equations have unique solution and A inverse exists. Now let's try and find A inverse. What is A inverse? A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now we should find adj of A. What is adj of A? Adj of A is, adj of A matrix is A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Fine. So we have to find all this A11, A12, everything. Fine. So I'll probably start writing from here. So A11. A11 equal to, so it will become minus 1 power. So A11 is 1 plus 1 is 2. So we did not put minus. So it become directly become M11, and M11 is close this and this. So 1 2s are 2, minus 3 into 3 minus 3 to 2 minus 3 is minus 1. And your A12 is minus M12, because 1 plus 2 odd means negative. M12, so close this and this. So this element, this row and this column. 2 2s are 4, minus 4 into 1 is minus 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. There is a minus, it will become minus 8. Right? Then A13 equal to M13. because 1 plus 3 is 4, therefore no minus. Whenever it is odd, 1 plus 2 is odd means minus, even means plus. So M13, so M13 is, close this row and this column. So 2 3s are minus 6, minus 4 into 1 is minus 4, minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10. So similarly, let's find A21. A21 is negative M21 because it is 2 plus 1 is 3. So negative M21 means minor of 2 1. Minor of this element. So there will be, this will be closed, this will be closed. This is closed, this is closed. Minus 2 into 2 is minus 4, minus 3 into 3 is plus 9. So minus 4 plus 9. So minus 4 plus 9 is 5. So there is a minus here, so it will become minus 5. This minus will make it minus 5. Then A22. A22 is M22. That is equal to, again, M22 is this element. This will get, these two will close. We'll close this and this. So 3 2s are 6, minus 4 3s are 12. So 6 minus 12 is minus 6. Fine. So you get A22 as minus 6. Then let's go to A23. I'll do here itself. A23 is minus of M23. That is equal to minus of M23. Right? So second row, third column. So second row, third column. So this element. So close this and this. Right? For this element. Right? Second row, third column. This, close this. So we'll close this row and this column. So we'll get 3 3s are minus 9 plus 8. Minus 9 plus 8 is minus 1. So it will become plus 1. Your A23 will become plus 1. Then A31 we have to find. So what is A31? A31 is equal to M31. So M31, so this one. So you will have to close this and this particular row and this particular column. Closing these two will give you minus 2 into minus 1 is 2, 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. Then A32 is minus M32. So whenever it is sum of these two, 3 plus 2, 5. An odd number means negative, even number means positive, equal to minus of M32. M32 is this one. So you'll have to close this column and this row. So this row and this columns are closed. Then 3 into minus 1, minus 3, minus 6. Minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. So you get plus 9. Now A33 equal to, again we'll close this and this. It will become M33. Minor of 3 3. So close these two. So this row and this column. This row, this column. 3 plus 4, 7. Fine. So now let's put all of these in this matrix. So your edge of A becomes, edge of A is equal to A11, which is minus 1, minus 8, minus 10, minus 5, minus 6, 1. Minus 5, minus 6, 1, minus 1, 9, 7. Right? So that is your edge of A matrix. Is it clear? Now let's find what is our A inverse. So A inverse is what? A inverse equal to 1 by 17 minus 17 into edge of A. Edge of A is this minus 1, minus 5, minus 1, minus 8, minus 6, 9, minus 10, 1, 7. So this is your A inverse. A inverse is 1 by determinant of A. 1 by determinant of A is minus 17. So 1 by minus 17 into edge of A. Edge of A is this matrix. So 1 by determinant of A into edge of A. Now let's find what is X. X is A inverse B. Right? X is A inverse B. So what is A inverse? A inverse is 1 by minus 17 of minus 1, minus 5, minus 1, minus 8, minus 6, 9, minus 10, 1, 7. That into B. B matrix is 8, 1, 4. Let's multiply 8, 1, 4. Now if you multiply these two, what do we get? It becomes 1 by minus 17 of minus 1 into 8 is minus 8, minus 5 into 1 is minus 5, minus 1 into 4 is minus 4, then minus 8 into 8 is minus 64, 6 into 1 is minus 6, 9 4s are 36. Minus 10 into 1 is minus 10, 1 1s are 1, 7 4s are 28. Fine. So now What do we get? Now if you try to solve these, fine. Now if you try to solve these numbers, 10 8s are 80, so minus 10 into 80, right? So minus 10 into 8 is 80, 1 ones are 1, 7 4s are 28, 8 8s are 64, 6 ones are 6, 36, correct. So this is equal to 1 by minus 17 of, this is minus 10 into 8 is minus 80. Now if you do all this, you get 9 minus 17, so this gives you 66, 70 plus 36 is minus 34, right? So this gives you minus 51, right? So it becomes, now if you divide each one of them, so you get 1 2 3, so that is your capital X. But capital X matrix is what? So your capital X matrix is, I can even write, okay, I'll write here. So your X, we have got it as 1 2 3, which means you divide each element. Minus 17 by 17 is, minus 17 is 1, this is 2, this is 3 times. So your X is what? Small x, small y, small z, equal to 1 2 3. So your X is 1, Y is 2, Z is 3. That is the answer. That is the solution. X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 2, and Z equal to 3. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I'll go to the next example, which is example number 29. It's a word problem. So example 29, EG 29. That is, so it is given the sum of three numbers is X. If we multiply the third number by 3 and add the second number to it, we get 11. By adding the first and third numbers, we get the double of the second number. Represent it algebraically and find the numbers using matrix method. So we have to find the three numbers with a given condition. First condition, sum of three numbers is 6. So we will assume that let the three numbers be. Three numbers be X, Y and Z. The first statement says sum of the three numbers is 6. So which means X plus Y plus Z is 6. This is the first equation. And the second statement says if we multiply the third number by 3, which means third number by 3, which means 3z, and add the second number to it. So which means if I do 3 times, then add the second number, which is y, 3z plus y, we get 11, equal to 11. Right? So which means we can write this as y plus 3z. Always write it in the form of x, y, z. So y plus 3z plus y, you can write, I'm rewriting it as like this. So this is your second equation. Right? The third equation is by adding the first and the third number. So adding the first and the third number, so which means x plus z, that is equal to double of the second number. We get double of the second number. So this, which means I can write this as x, this 2y will come this side, it will become minus 2y plus z equal to 0. This is your third equation. So we have to solve these three equations and find the value of x, y and z. Fine. Now let's write this. Let's take these three equations. So this equation, this equation, and this equation. So A matrix is what? This is the solution. So here A matrix is the coefficient matrix. So coefficient is 1, 1, 1. Here x is not there. So 0, then y is 1, then coefficient of z is 3. Then here it is 1, minus 2, 1. That is A. And your x matrix is x is equal to x, y, z. Then your B matrix is equal to the right side element 6, 11, 0. Fine. Now let's try to find our determinant of A. Now what is, so this equation has become Ax equal to B. Let's find what is determinant of A. What is determinant of A? Right, determinant of, so that is the first step. Only the determinant of A is not equal to 0, only then it has unique solution. Right, so determinant of A is what? Take this. So 1 into, we'll close this and this. 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 2 3s are 6, so it will become plus 6. Then I can take this itself. Minus 1 into, these two will go. 0 into 1 is 0. Minus 3 into 1 is 3. Plus 1 into, this 2 will go close. So it will get minus 1. 0 minus 1. So you get 6 plus 1, 7 ones are 7, minus into 3 plus 3. This is 1 minus 1 is minus 1, so you get it as 9. So determinant of A is equal to 9, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, it has unique solution. It has unique solution. A inverse exists. Now again, what is A inverse? A inverse is 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Now we should find adjoint of A matrix. And what is adjoint of A matrix? Our adjoint of A matrix is, so adjoint of A matrix is A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So you have to find this. And let's find one by one. Fine. So let's find first A11. A11 equal to, so A11 is M11. And M11 is equal to, so we'll take this will go 1 into 1, 1 minus 2, 2 is 6, 1 plus 6 is 7. Now A12 is minus M12. That is equal to minus of M12. M12 means we'll close this and this. This will be closed, this will be closed. 0 into 1 is 0, minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. So minus of minus 3 is plus 3. Now A13 is M13. That is equal to, but take this, close this row, this column. 0 into 2. Right? So 0 into minus 2 is 0, minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. Fine. So we got A11, A12, A13. Right. Now let's find A21. A21 is equal to minus M21. That is equal to M21. This one. So close this and this. This is closed, this is closed. 1 ones are 1, plus 2 is 3. Now A22 is M22. Sorry, this is minus 3. There is a minus here. Minus 3. So A22 is this element. So this will be closed, this will be closed. So this is closed, this is closed. So 1 into 1 minus 1 into 1 is 0. Fine. Then A23. A23 is minus of M23. That is equal to A23 is this, second row, third column. So this will be closed, this will be closed. Right? So 1 into minus 2, minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3, and minus of minus 3 will give you plus 3. Fine. Now we'll go to A31. I'm doing everything here itself. So A31 is M31. That is equal to M31 means this one. So we'll close this and this. 1 into 3 minus 1, 2. Fine. This will be closed, this will be closed. 1 into 3, 3 minus 1, 2. Then A32. A32 is minus M32. That is equal to minus of M32. M32 means this one. So this will be closed, this will be closed. 1 into 3, 3 minus 1. So you'll get minus 3. Then A33 equal to M33. That is equal to M33 is this one. This will be closed, this will be closed. 1 into 1, 1 minus 0 into 1 is 0. So it is 1. 2 minus 3 and 1. Fine. Now let's write what is edge of A. So edge of A is, edge of A matrix is equal to, so 7, 3, minus 1. I'm substituting here A11, A12, A13. Then minus 3, 0, 3, 2, minus 3, 1. Fine. So that is your edge of A matrix. Fine. Now we will find our A inverse. A inverse is 1 by determinant of A. Determinant of A is 9 into edge of A. Edge of A is the 7, minus 3, 2, 3, 0, minus 3, minus 1, 3, 1. Now we should find X. X is A inverse into B. X is A inverse into B. So what is A inverse? So that is equal to A inverse is 1 by 9 of 7 minus 3 2, 3 0 minus 3 minus 1 3 1 into B. B is this matter 6 11 0. 6 11 0. That is equal to 1 by 9 of 7 into 6 is 42. You have to multiply plus, sorry, minus, because minus 3 into 11 is minus 33. 2 into 0 is 0. Then 3 into 6 is 18. 0 into 11 is 0. Minus 3 into 0 is 0. Then 1 into 6 is minus 6. 3 into 11 is 33. 1 into 0 is 0. So you finally get 1 by 9 of 9, 18 and 27. So again this is your x. But your x is what? X is x, y, z. That is equal to 1, 2, 3 again. Right? So your numbers are, the three numbers are R, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. Because x is 1, then we can say x is 1, y is 1, sorry, y is 2, z is 3. X is 1, y is 2, z is 3. So the three numbers are 1, 2 and 3. Fine. So all of you can pause the video and take the notes. I will stop the video here. You can watch my next video for the continuation of this. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next video. Take care.